church bells ring.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dittofitness. My name is Andre Ditto. Today, I'd like to read an article for you from a magazine called Amazing Wellness. It's a publication that's put together to give you alternatives and how to take care of your physical self, your mental self, your spiritual self. I'd like to read two articles from the magazine today, and one of them is called The Heart of the Matter. It's written by Victoria Dolby Toez. It's about heart health, and it's about how to take care of your heart and how to take care of it naturally, is what the article is about. Let me read it to you. Each year, more men and women die from heart disease in the United States than any other cause, and this pattern has held true for more than a century, with just one exception. 1918's flu pandemic was the only thing that surpassed heart problems and heart failure in modern times. And that was 1918 that we had this flu epidemic, In fact, heart disease claims more lives than the other 7 leading causes of death combined, says Ronald Stram, MD of Stram Center for Integrative Medicine in Albany, New York. If the major forms of heart disease could be eliminated, life expectancy would jump by nearly 7 years. Yet today in the United States, for almost half of the heart disease cases, the first symptom is sudden cardiac death. Notes Stephen Sinatra, MD, cardiologist and founder of the Heart MD Institute. Clearly, and I quote, "It makes sense to practice a lifestyle that supports cardiovascular health," says Sinatra. In essence, prevention is easier than the cure. So there you have it. You have two doctors. One, Dr. Sinatra, who was pretty famous for taking care of heart patients, tells you that you need to be aware of what's going on in your body, what's going on with your heart, and how it's affecting your life. He's telling you that the first sign is sudden cardiac death. That means you have a heart attack and you die. So, how do we combat that? How do we avoid having sudden death heart attack? And if we do have a heart attack, first of all, how can we prevent a heart attack? And second of all, if we are going to have a heart attack, how can we see that can we direct our bodies so that it's more of a minor heart attack than a major heart attack? I will continue to read the article. Blood facts. There are two important facts circulating in the blood cholesterol in the blood: cholesterol and triglycerides. Cholesterol can be both good, your HDL, and bad, your LDL. Camps are divided as to exactly what role cholesterol levels play in heart health. However, approximately 1 in every 6 adults, that's 16.3% of all the population here, has high cholesterol. High total cholesterol, which is anything over 240 milligrams per deciliters, doubles your risk of heart disease. Similarly, high triglycerides above 200 milligrams per deciliter ups your chances of an unhealthy heart. What does that all mean? Your cholesterol, your triglycerides, your good fats, your bad fats that you take in, your HDL. I like to call them your happy fats. And your high-density lipoproteins is what HDL stands for. High-density lipoproteins, which are your good fats. They come from avocado, they come from nuts, they come from seeds, they come from raisins. Anything that is healthy for you will give you good fats, particularly avocados are excellent that way. They are fatty, but they're a very good fat. They remove some of the plaque from your arteries. They cleanse, they help to wash out sort of the intestines and get rid of some of that plaque on the inside of the intestines and just push it out of your body. Your LDL, your low-density lipoproteins. Those are the fats you want to watch out for. Those are from your hamburgers, your French fries, a lot of your dairy. Anything that's heavily concentrated in fat that is also combined with other ingredients that will intensify the effect of your LDLs. So basically what this paragraph is saying is that you need to eat good fats. Fats from olive oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil is excellent that way. Just to give you a few examples. Once again, eating seeds, nuts, raisins, legumes. You've heard me say this many times on my program. Plenty of greens will help you that way. If you're eating cheeseburgers, French fries, foods with no enzymes, with no real value in them, you're going to raise your bad cholesterol. It's also it'll create problems with high blood pressure and diabetes, but that's for another show. Anyway, let me read the next paragraph. It's called Prevention Strategies. One of the easiest things you can do to keep your blood fats in a healthy range is to add fiber to your diet. People who eat more fiber-rich foods have lower cholesterol levels. Soluble fiber, found in oats, oat bran, barley, legumes, apples, and citrus fruits, provides the most heart benefits. The National Fiber Council recommends that adults consume an average of 12 grams of fiber every day, but that doesn't have to only come from foods. Many people find it easier to rely on a fiber supplement, such as one based on psyllium, flaxseed, fenugreek, and glucomannan to boost your fiber intake. Taking omega-3 supplements and eating more seafood as well as avoiding trans fats boost healthy LDL cholesterol. I hope you're all listening. Want an even easier way to keep your blood healthy? Dark chocolate. 70 to 96% cocoa contains compounds called flavonoids. Flavonoids that contribute to healthy cholesterol levels. Research shows that 50 grams daily, about half the size of an average chocolate bar, does the trick. Let's go over that now. Fiber. We talked about fruits. We talked about vegetables. We talked about psyllium. Psyllium is a fiber that is excellent for roughage. It's a fiber that'll get in there and acts as sort of a roto-rooter to your intestines and clears them out. Dark chocolate I would be careful with because of the sugars in dark chocolate. If you got a very natural or organic dark chocolate, I would read the label and check the sugar levels on it before I decided how much of that I was going to eat. But certainly dark chocolate in the sort of a cocoa form would be much better because there's a lot less sugar in it and you can control the amount of sugar that you're going to put in the drink. Green tea will help you this way. Once again, on my last show, I talked about EGCG as a compound that helps you to clean out your intestines, helps you to lose weight, helps you to just overall have more energy and feel better. Let me read the last part of this article. And it says, doing more. What to do if your blood fats are already too high? Stram's 3 favorite supplements for bringing down cholesterol for bringing down, high triglycerides are omega-3 fatty acids, at least 1 gram daily, magnesium, 400 to 600 milligrams daily, and CoQ10, which is also called coenzyme Q10, 100 milligrams twice a day. The omega-3s serve double duty by also enhancing the cholesterol-lowering effects of statin drugs. Let me go over this for a second. Okay, so Dr. Stratton has made a recommendation here of taking omega-3s, fatty acids, 1,000 milligrams a day, 1 gram. 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. What the fatty acids go in there and do, once again, they kind of loosen everything up. They get into the arteries, they get into the veins, and they just go in there and kind of flush out that plaque that maybe have built up over the years in your arteries and your veins. And it just starts to remove it, like an eraser. Almost when you write something down and you want to erase it, you just use an eraser and basically, or whiteout, and it just, you cover it up and it goes away. But in this particular case, omega-3 gets in there and acts like an eraser. It just washes away the plaque if you take enough of it. I personally take more than 1 gram a day of omega-3, but the good doctor here is recommending that, so let's follow the recommendation. He talks about magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that you take that will dilate the blood vessels, that helps open up the blood vessels to get better blood flow, which means that your heart is not working as hard to get blood pumping through the system. And once again, if you have more blood, it'll take out the old blood cells, help rejuvenate and manufacture new blood cells. So once again, magnesium dilates the blood vessels, gets more blood into the arteries and veins, helps get rid of the old blood cells, and helps push out that plaque. Once again, this is all about pushing out plaque. The last supplement he mentions is CoQ10, as the full name is coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is a mineral. It acts as an enzyme in the body. What do enzymes do in the body? They go in there and act as as sort of an irritant in a sense, but they act like just these little scrub brushes in your body. Once again, this is all about cleansing. This is all about getting garbage out of your system, getting the plaque out of the arteries, getting the gunk out of your intestines, all that film and buildup that you have in your intestines for so many years can be rid of. And the good doctor recommends 100 milligrams twice a day. I personally take more than that just because I'm an active guy. And coenzyme also is good for your teeth and gums. It's also good for your heart, to keep it heart healthy. And obviously, besides helping you with your plaque in your arteries, and once again, replenishing the blood. So therefore, coenzyme Q10 is excellent that way. Anyway, and so just to elaborate a little bit more, coenzyme Q10 will also help you with your blood pressure. Coenzyme Q10 will help you lower your blood pressure because the heart is pumping at a slower rate. That's what coenzyme Q10 does as well. It doesn't slow down the heart, but it helps the heart to just, get that blood into the arteries in combination with magnesium and the omega-3s. And therefore, your heart can pump a little bit more slowly to get the blood out there to help you to live a more just healthier life. And the longer your heart can pump, obviously, the longer you're going to live, and the more you'll have quality of life that way. The average lifespan these days, I believe for men it's 73, and for women it's 77, and that's going to change in the next, I would say, 3 to 5 years. That number is going to change. And so therefore, we want to keep our heart as healthy as possible. We want to keep our arteries as clean as possible. Our intestines, we want to continually flush them because our intestines are so big they can handle masses of food, and we don't want that sitting in there too long. We want to take out the nutrients and get rid of the waste. So anyway, that's the article about heart health for now. The other article I wanted to touch on is an article about weight loss. We're all concerned with weight loss and how to, first of all, take it off and how to keep it off. And I have an article here, once again, from Amazing Wellness. And it's called The 10 Best Foods for Weight Loss. Now, before I go into this, I would like to name some foods that are excellent for weight loss, which I believe really work. I myself at times have lost quite a bit of weight. At one time I lost 100 pounds. That's like losing a person. That's losing quite a bit of weight. And how did I do that? Obviously I did that through exercise. I did that through diet. I took my omega-3s. I took my coenzyme Q10, my magnesium, and other supplements that I feel aided me in the weight loss, but it was mainly changing my diet, exercising, and my frame of mind. So anyway, foods that will help you to lose weight. Beans, kidney beans, black beans, garbanzo beans, lima beans, green beans, any kind of beans will help you because they have roughage in them. They have protein in them. It'll help flush the system, clean out the intestines. You'll lose weight. Many fruits. Apples are good, but you got to be careful because apples are got a lot of natural sugar in them. So you got to be careful with apples. Any kind of citrus, pineapple, grapefruit, particularly pink grapefruit is excellent that way. It will help you to lose weight. All of these foods have roughage in them. You can eat exotic fruits, mango, papaya. Papaya particularly has a digestive enzyme in it called papain. Papain will help you to get the digestive enzyme juices flowing in your stomach. In combination, actually, with apples, apple has pectin in it, which is another digestive enzyme. If you eat those two together, you're guaranteeing yourself that you're really going to flush out your kidneys. You're going to flush out your intestines. Well, the beans will help you flush out your kidneys. You'll flush out your intestines, and that's how you lose weight. Greens, leafy greens, kale, Swiss chard, red lettuce, anything of that nature. Mixed greens, whether you eat them, you steam them, you juice them. Juicing is excellent for weight loss. Excellent source of fiber, excellent source of digestive enzymes. Chlorophyll, it creates chlorophyll. That's what green juices are basically. And chlorophyll is one of the closest composites to your blood. It's almost like, I want to say it's like having a transfusion, but it certainly resembles that particular action. So therefore, eat your fruits, eat your nuts, eat your vegetables, eat your grains, whole grains, spelt, millet, quinoa. Excellent sources of fiber. If you're going to eat bread, dark breads that are not made from white flour, make sure they're made from whole grains. Some of the same grains that I just mentioned, which were spelt, quinoa, millet. Continue to think about these things. Try not to let all of this escape you. I know it's a lot of information. Write it down. Do your research. Just look up whole grain breads on the internet. You'll get 5,000 hits. I guarantee you. Supplements, coenzyme Q10, omega-3, magnesium, calcium, B vitamins, B complex. Now, you'll find that B complex may make you hungry. B complex will give you energy. B complex will help you to focus, So this way you can raise your determination level in losing weight. So therefore, those are just some of the things that I believe that will help you lose weight and get you on the right track. So what I'd like to do is just read some of this article. It's called The 10 Best Foods for Weight Loss. And this is by Lisa Turner. Slim down this winter by feasting on the following foods, each working in a unique way to help you drop pounds. Every winter, a number of animals, bears, ground squirrels, prairie dogs, and even some humans go into hibernation. They burrow into their dens, tree holes, or bulky sweaters and move as little as possible. Metabolism slows and pounds are safeguarded. As temperatures warm, some of the special species, bears, ground squirrels, and prairie dogs emerge to joyfully celebrate spring. Other species, certain humans, remain in the bulky sweaters for as long as possible. As we all know, that's a true statement. We all know that when the winter comes, we want to be warm. When summer comes, we want to shed the clothing and feel good, look good, and soak up that hot sun. Anyway, let me go on to some of the foods that were mentioned here in the article. Beans. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are rich in fiber, which helps promote weight loss by increasing fullness and proportion hunger. Grapefruit, I mentioned that before. Sardines. Sardines are loaded with omega-3. Spinach, rich in magnesium. Magnesium dilates the blood vessels, gets plenty of, it eliminates some of the plaque in the arteries, and there you go. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper raises the metabolism. It heats up the body, helps you to sweat. You're going to lose weight. Now it says eating eggs instead of bagels for breakfast can help you lose more weight. A recent study found that people who eat 2 eggs for breakfast lose 65% more weight. Now, I don't agree with that totally because I'm a vegan, so I don't eat eggs. What I would suggest is in place of the eggs, eat something like steel-cut oats. Steel-cut oats is an excellent source of fiber. It's very filling. Great stuff. Yogurt is rich in calcium and enhances your body's fat-burning mechanism. Once again, if I'm going to eat any kind of yogurt, it will be from a goat. It'll be goat milk yogurt because of the fact that it has much less dairy. It's not pasteurized, and it doesn't create any mucus in the intestines. Artichokes. Artichokes contain a compound called cinnarin. That in thought is also to improve liver function and enhance weight loss. There you go, artichokes. Fresh ginger is a great way to boost the flavor of your meals without adding calories. Fresh ginger will boost the metabolism. Once again, fresh ginger gets in the body and is a blood cleanser. It helps clean up the body. It helps clean up the blood. It helps remove old cells and get new cells flowing through the body there. Anyway, my name is Andre Ditto, and this is Ditto Fitness, and I'm glad you're watching here. And those were just 2 articles that really are parallel each other. They coincide with each other about heart health and how to lose weight. They really do parallel each other in the sense that you have to have a healthy heart, first of all, to live. And a healthy diet will create a healthy environment for the heart and, of course, for the rest of the body. It will help you to live longer. It will help you to have a better quality of life. And just will also help you to feel better. It will help you to feel better physically. You'll think more positively. You'll feel like you've been freed, you've let go of things, so that means emotionally and spiritually you'll feel better. And the rest you'll just start to feel as you go along. We've come to the end of the program here today. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you want to reach me, my email address is up on the screen. That's runandrerun@gmail.com. runandrerun@gmail.com. If you want to call me, my phone number is 646-245-3275. 245-3275. Ladies and gentlemen, please come back and tune in next week. Until then, namaste. Have a great week. And remember, your health is my concern.